The Key of Death is in the Saviour's Hands, by James Buchanan, from Comfort in Affliction, 1837. Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last, the ever-living one. I died, but see, I am alive for evermore, and I hold the keys of death and Hades, the realm of the dead. Revelation chapter 1, verse 17 and 18. When it is affirmed that Jesus holds the key of death, it is plainly implied that none can pass out of this present world without his appointment, and more generally that he is Lord of the living not less than of the dead, and has a thorough control over everything that can in any way affect the lives of men. An absolute power over death necessarily presupposes a corresponding power over life and its affairs, and it is by the exercise of his providence in sustaining life that he fulfills his purpose as to the time and mode of their departure hence. Has the Redeemer the keys of death? Then this should mitigate the anxiety which often preys upon the mind when we look forward into the future and contemplate the prospect of our own death. We should remember that as the Redeemer alone has the keys of death, nothing can happen to send us forth from the world before the time which he has appointed for our departure. Neither man nor devils can abridge the term of probation assigned to us by our gracious Master, nor, until he is pleased to call us away, shall any power on earth or in hell prevail against us. The Redeemer is possessed of absolute power over the course of our lives on earth, and over the time and manner of our departure out of the world. No accident, no hostile violence, no insidious snare, no dark conspiracy can touch our life but by his command. And surely, when we reflect on the numerous dangers to which human life is exposed, the frailty of our frame, the diseases to which it is subject, our constant exposure to fatal accidents, the malice of our open or concealed enemies, it must be consolatory to know that the key of death is in the Saviour's hands, and that, come what may, we cannot be forced out of the world until he opens the door and bids us come to him. More especially when we are visited with disease and threatened with a speedy termination of life, the Saviour's power over the keys of death should repress or assuage those violent anxieties as to the probability of death or of recovery, and those disquieting speculations as to the outcome of disease and the mode of its treatment. For disease cannot kill, nor can medicine cure, without the appointment of him who holds in his own hands the keys of life and death. And if he has fixed the outcome of this disease, then why should we be anxious? If death is in our cup, that cup has been put into our hands at the time fixed by unerring wisdom and infinite love.